Today for my informative speech, it's a little bit late, but I'm getting around to it. I'm going to talk about stress. Stress is something that we all have to deal with, we all have to go through, and it affects us all in many ways. I know for me, school is going to be my biggest stressor, and probably tests. I think tests get me the most. I mean, on just regular schoolwork, I can get through that pretty easily, but tests they really get to me. I don't really sleep as much. My grades start to slip, and because my grades start to slip, I get headaches from thinking about it. My mood gets changed, and just all kind of little crazy stuff like that happens. So I did some research on stress, and by definition, stress is a normal bodily response to things that make you feel threatened or upset, which makes perfect sense because, like in my situation, when I'm having trouble with school and I feel threatened like I might fail, my body it does this so that way I'll have some type of reaction. That way I know I'll be okay and at the end. The responses you have from stress are actually forms of protection from your body. They allow you to stay focused on and be more energetic in these situations. Some responses can help us to stay alert during a presentation, and it allows us to have more focus and gives us the concentration to stay relaxed in big situations. For me to relate to that, I can definitely say that's true because I played baseball in high school, so you'd have to make this play in this situation or do this in this situation. Like, I don't know, get a hit with down 1 run in the last inning or something like that. I mean, in those situations, you really, your heart starts pumping. You get really nervous, or at least I know I did. And I can definitely relate to these. I did some research on some of the effects of stress on our bodies, and what I found was that your heart can speed up and pound harder, which is going to force your blood pressure to go up, which could be really serious and put you in the hospital. Uh, your muscles will stiffen, and then, as I said, your blood pressure will shoot up. These reactions can either help us to fight the situation and get away from it, such as a near car accident, or they can help us to do better with stress, like going to a scary movie. It's actually going to help you to build up your resistance against stress and having fun with it. And I looked up some of the signs of being stressed, and many of them, people have memory problems, they have lack of concentration, they don't make good judgments, they are anxious all the time, or they worry all the time. And I think those are definitely true because I know, like with me with my grades, I worry all the time. Emotionally, stress can cause any kind of aches and pains. It can cause nausea, dizziness, chest pain, and it can even cause you to have frequent colds, even in the summertime, which is I've never really heard of, but I did some research into it, and apparently a lot of people have a lot of colds in the summer from stress. Some of the physical symptoms of stress are going to be excessive eating, which I think is probably the number one for a lot of people, including me. I eat a lot when I'm stressed. You either sleep all the time or you don't sleep enough. Uh, you isolate yourself from other people, which can also lead you into depression and worse things like that. You procrastinate. Some people turn to alcohol and drugs, and some people have nervous habits like they'll shake all the time, or they'll bite their teeth and grit their teeth, or just stuff like that. To control stress before it gets the best of us, we have to learn how to control our emotions and stuff like that. We can take control if we can control our thoughts, our emotions, our environment, and the way we deal with things. A lot of our problems in life, they get the best of us. Like me, if something little happens, I get really down and I stress out on myself. I'm hard on myself. But instead of doing that, if I would just relax and stay calm and stay focused, then I wouldn't have all this stress. Some of the things that I do and that I've researched and that help a lot of people, you can just go out for a walk and go out for a jog on a night just by yourself, throw in some music. You can go out with friends. You can Controlling your diet is a really big one too, because if you can control your diet, then you won't have the stressful eating, which is going to cause more stress and more stress about other things, including your weight. And as long as you get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, you should be good from stress. I know me, I'll lose sleep over stress. I never oversleep, but as long as you're getting the normal amount of sleep, you should be okay. And that's my video on stress.